Look around you. What do you see? Take a moment to truly absorb the scene. Notice the myriad of colors that paint our world, each hue telling its own story, a world bursting with color. From the deep reds of ripe tomatoes to the bright yellows of sunflowers, color is everywhere, enriching our daily experiences. From the vibrant green of a forest to the azure blue of the sky, color enriches our lives in countless ways. Imagine a world without these vivid hues, how dull and lifeless it would seem. But have you ever stopped to wonder how we actually perceive this spectrum of hues? How do our eyes and brain work together to interpret the light that creates the colors we see? It's a fascinating journey that takes us deep inside the human eye and explores the intricate interplay of light, biology, and perception. Light enters our eyes, interacts with the rods and cones in our retinas, and is then translated into the vibrant colors we perceive. Our ability to see color is a testament to the power of evolution, a gift that allows us to experience the world in all its vibrancy. This ability has evolved over millions of years, helping our ancestors survive by distinguishing ripe fruits from unripe ones or identifying potential threats in their environment. But color is more than just a visual phenomenon, it is deeply intertwined with our emotions and cultural identities. Different colors can evoke different feelings. Red can signify passion or danger, while blue often represents calm and serenity. It evokes emotions, shapes cultures, and even plays a crucial role in the survival of species. Animals use color for camouflage, to attract mates, or to warn predators. In human societies, colors are used in rituals, art, and fashion, each hue carrying its own significance. Let's embark on a cosmic quest to unravel the mysteries of color, exploring its science, its cultural significance, and its profound impact on life itself. From the microscopic structures in our eyes to the vast, colorful nebulae in space, color is a universal language that connects us all. Join us as we delve into this vibrant universe, discovering the stories and science behind every shade and hue. To understand color, we must first understand light. Light is not just a simple beam, it is a complex phenomenon that has fascinated scientists for centuries. From the ancient Greeks to modern physicists, the study of light has been a journey of discovery. Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation that travels in waves. These waves are not like the waves in the ocean, they are oscillations of electric and magnetic fields that move through space at the speed of light. These waves vary in length, and it's this variation that gives rise to the colors we see. The spectrum of visible light is just a small part of the entire electromagnetic spectrum, which includes many other types of waves that are invisible to the human eye. Imagine the electromagnetic spectrum as a piano keyboard. Just as a piano has keys that produce different notes, the electromagnetic spectrum has different wavelengths that produce different types of radiation. The longest waves, like radio waves, are the low notes, while the shortest, like gamma rays, are the high notes. In between we have microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, and X-rays, each with its own unique properties and uses. Visible light, the portion of the spectrum that our eyes can detect, occupies a narrow band in the middle, like a single octave on this cosmic keyboard. This narrow band is what allows us to see the world in all its colorful glory. Each color within the visible spectrum corresponds to a specific wavelength of light. For example, red light has a longer wavelength than blue light, which is why it appears at the opposite end of the spectrum. Red has the longest wavelength, while violet has the shortest. This difference in wavelength is what gives each color its unique hue and intensity. When light hits an object, some wavelengths are absorbed, while others are reflected. The colors we see are the result of the reflected wavelengths. For example, a red apple appears red because it reflects red light and absorbs other colors. The reflected wavelengths are what our eyes perceive as color. Our eyes have special cells called cones that are sensitive to different wavelengths of light, allowing us to see a wide range of colors. This intricate process of light absorption and reflection is what makes the world around us so vibrant and full of life.
Our eyes are intricate organs that have evolved over millions of years to capture light and translate it into the images we see. Think of them as sophisticated cameras, capturing the world around us and sending those images to our brains for processing. At the back of the eye lies the retina, a light-sensitive layer that acts like the film in a camera. Embedded in the retina are millions of specialized cells called photoreceptors which are responsible for detecting light. These photoreceptors come in two main types, rods and cones. Rods are highly sensitive to light and allow us to see in low light conditions, but they don't perceive color. Cones, on the other hand, are responsible for our color vision. Section 4. Rods and Cones. The Color Detectives. In this section, we delve into the fascinating world of the human eye and its incredible ability to detect and interpret colors. Our eyes are equipped with specialized cells known as rods and cones, which play a crucial role in our perception of the colorful world around us. Humans typically have 3 types of cones, each sensitive to a different range of wavelengths. These cones are known as S cones, M cones, and L cones, and they are responsible for detecting short, medium, and long wavelengths of light, respectively. The sensitivity curves of these cones overlap, allowing us to perceive a continuous spectrum of colors. S cones are most sensitive to short wavelengths of light, which correspond to blue hues. When we look at the sky on a clear day, the S cones in our eyes are primarily responsible for detecting the blue color of the sky. This sensitivity to short wavelengths is what enables us to see various shades of blue in our environment. M cones are most sensitive to medium wavelengths, peaking in the green part of the spectrum. When we observe the lush greenery of leaves and grass, it is the M cones that are most active, allowing us to appreciate the vibrant green colors of nature. This sensitivity to medium wavelengths is essential for distinguishing different shades of green. L cones are most sensitive to long wavelengths, which correspond to reddish hues. When we see a red apple or a beautiful sunset, the L cones in our eyes are stimulated, enabling us to perceive the rich reds and oranges. This sensitivity to long wavelengths is crucial for our ability to see warm colors. When light hits the retina, it stimulates these cones to varying degrees, depending on the wavelengths present. The retina acts as a canvas, where the different wavelengths of light are captured and processed by the cones. This initial stage of color detection is vital for the subsequent interpretation of colors by our brain. This information is then transmitted to the brain via the optic nerve, where it's interpreted as color. The optic nerve serves as a communication highway, carrying the electrical signals generated by the cones to the brain. Once these signals reach the brain, they are processed and combined to create the perception of color. The interplay of signals from these 3 cone types allows us to perceive a vast range of colors. By comparing the responses of the S, M, and L cones, our brain can distinguish between millions of different colors. This remarkable ability to perceive a wide spectrum of colors enhances our visual experience and helps us navigate the world. For example, we see yellow when both the M and L cones are stimulated, while purple arises from the combined stimulation of S and L cones. This combination of cone responses is what enables us to see complex colors and shades. The intricate dance of these cones working together is what makes our color vision so rich and diverse, allowing us to appreciate the beauty of the world in all its colorful glory.
Section 5. The Enigma of Color Blindness. While most humans possess trichromatic vision, meaning they have 3 types of cones, some individuals experience the world with a limited color palette. This condition, known as color blindness, typically arises from genetic mutations that affect the function or production of one or more cone types. The most common form of color blindness is red-green color blindness, where individuals have difficulty distinguishing between reds and greens. This occurs because their M or L cones are either absent or not functioning properly. While color blindness can present challenges in certain situations, such as traffic light recognition, it's important to note that it doesn't typically hinder everyday life. Many people with color blindness adapt and develop strategies to navigate a world rich in color.
Section 6. Tetrachromacy, a world of billions of hues. While some individuals see fewer colors than others, a select few possess an extraordinary ability, tetrachromacy. Tetrachromats have a fourth type of cone, which allows them to perceive an estimated 100 million colors, compared to the 1 million colors seen by trichromats. This heightened color sensitivity is thought to be rare, primarily affecting women. Tetrachromats often describe their world as incredibly vivid, with subtle nuances of color that most people miss. Imagine seeing a field of flowers, not just as a sea of reds, yellows, and blues, but with countless shades in between, each petal a unique masterpiece of color. That's the reality for tetrachromats, a testament to the incredible diversity of human vision.
Section 7. The language of color across cultures. While the physiological basis of color vision is universal, the way we perceive and interpret colors is influenced by a complex interplay of factors, including language, culture, and personal experiences. Different cultures often have unique ways of categorizing and naming colors. For example, the Himba people of Namibia have no separate words for blue and green, yet they can readily distinguish between subtle shades of green that appear identical to Western observers. This suggests that language can shape our perception of color, highlighting the importance of cultural context in understanding how we experience the world around us.